What is up, Brawlers? My name is Soy and I have spent over 900 hours in Brawl Stars. Majority of it are just Brawl Ball. So although I would never dare to claim that I'm one of the best players out there, but I think I have spent enough matches to be able to tell you what's worked and what's not. A lot of players are relying on tier lists made by YouTubers or team comps from websites and apps. Don't get me wrong, those things are great, but in reality, the tier lists are mostly made by pro players that would require pro skills to make them work. The same could be said for team comps. Team comps are practically useless if the players doesn't follow certain rules which make the comp good in the first place. For instance, Rosa, Daryl and Poco team comp mostly will only work if one of the tank plays super aggro, the second tank focuses more on the mode's objective, while Poco backing them up using the capo star power. Of course, those kind of specific strategies are never explained on those websites and apps. You just kind of have to figure out yourself. So today, I'm going to help you out finding your best brawler for Brawl Ball. I'm gonna tell you guys the 4 main criteria for a brawler to be good at Brawl Ball, especially when you're playing with randoms or you don't have the star powers for many of the brawlers. Let's get into the video. At number 1, the most important thing that a brawler should have in Brawl Ball is good DPS. For those of you who doesn't know, DPS stands for damage per second. Basically, it means how fast you could kill an opponent. If you watch Lex's channel, you must be familiar with his 1v1 series. In every episode that I could think of, Bull always came out on top. And this is because Bull have a really high DPS. Just compare how fast Bull can kill this robot versus every other brawlers. DPS is really important because in Brawl Ball, killing the opponents is never your main objective. Scoring goal is. Unlike in Bounty or Showdown, you cannot afford to be dragged in long skirmishes. Because if you took too much time just for killing one opponent, by the time you manage to kill your second opponent, the first one you killed earlier would have respawned again. So you want to take your opponents quick and get back to your main objective, which is scoring goals. At our number 2 is a good super. For a super to be considered to be good in Brawl Ball, it gotta have at least these 3 things. First, the ability to knock the ball from the ball carrier, or as I call them, dribblers. Especially when playing with randoms, you are going to be forced to defend alone. And you want to have the means to at least clear the ball away when your 2 teammates decides to die on you. This ability is also very useful when you have the chance to snatch the ball in the opponent's half and score a quick goal. Secondly, you want the ability to destroy obstacles. Not having obstacles in front of your goal is a huge disadvantage. Literally in my last video, I just talked about the halfway shot. You can score from almost anywhere on opponent's half. Be sure to check that video out if you haven't seen it. Anyway, even without using fancy skills like that, a goal that doesn't have any boxes guarding it is just disaster waiting to happen. So yeah, destroy your opponent's boxes. And third, this is more like a bonus than an actual criteria, but supers that allows the brawler to move from point A to point B really quickly can open up possibilities for some insanely OP plays. Super such as El Primo's, where he can jump from one spot to another, or Bull's, where he can charge for a pretty long distance, or even Daryl, where he can roll a couple of tiles forward. I know this is not a familiar concept for low and mid trophy players, but stick around in my channel. Don't forget to subscribe because I will teach you guys how to do OP plays using this kind of supers in my future videos. Now we are at number 3 of the most important qualities a brawler should have in Brawl, and that number 3 is health. When you see pro players playing in tournaments, usually goals come as a direct result from doing team wipe. That is because pro players plays really carefully and very rarely do solo penetrations. Also the reason why YDE will never ever use Mortis in competitive tournaments. But in normal everyday casual matches, goals are more commonly happen from an open play. And to score goals from open plays, guess what you'll need? Correct, health. I also have made video about the art of tanking in Brawl, which will help you set up however you want to score. I'll put the link for that one in the description below as well. And at number 4, the last thing that you'll definitely want to have in Brawl is mobility. Because unlike say Gem Grab, where most of the battle will take place near the gem well at the center of the map, battles in Brawl could happen anywhere. And unlike say Showdown, where you could just run away from battle, it is very crucial in Brawl for you to always chase down the battle wherever it takes place on the map. If you fail to support your teammates in those battles, then the enemy team could have an easy goal scoring opportunities. In attacking situations, faster dribbling speed never hurts either. So obviously, the tanks, Bull, Primo, Frank, Rosa, who run slightly faster than normal brawlers are good example. We also have the super speedy brawlers such as Max, Leon, Crow, or even Mortis. Although I would play these guys with a grain of salt. And lastly, we have brawlers that are really speedy only if you have their star powers, such as Cole and BB. After looking for those qualities, all you need to do is just look at the map. If it have huge open area, like say Backyard Bowl, you'll want to avoid using melee brawler. Or if it have lots of obstacles and bushes like penalty kick, it'll probably better if you stick with melee and mid-range brawlers. The more of these 4 qualities a brawler have, then the better they are at Brawl. Do you know if there are any brawler who have all of these qualities? Well, if there are, that brawler must be the king of Brawl. Is there? I think there is. In the matter of fact, next week I'm going to give you a very special tips episode for using this particular brawler, the king of Brawl. Can you guess who that brawler is? Give me your best guess in the comment section. Don't forget to sub and turn on notifications so you won't miss that video. That's it for today. I will see you again next week, and until then, my name is Soy, signing out.
Thank you.